Planned Brotherhood is not affiliated or associated with Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a registered trademark of Planned Parenthood Federation of America, Incorporated.
I have a fun game for tonight. Every time Sam makes a pun, we can punch him in the arm.
I'm not going to make any fucking puns.
I dare you not to.
I'm not going to. I'm just not feeling it.
This guy makes a lot of bad puns.
It's a sickness with him. He's
Yeah.
gotta.
It's
Yeah.
a compulsion.
I used to
Does
work
that
with
come
a
from
guy.
your dad or anything?
Yeah, I think it does, that son of a bitch. He also makes me wake up at 5 o'clock every morning.
He also looks exactly like the Monopoly Man, if you guys need a video.
He does look like the Monopoly Man.
Your dad does?
Yeah,
The
in fact-
monocle guy?
Does he have the
Yeah.
stash?
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
Peanuts.
dude. When he was in New York, this construction worker was like, "Hey, it's the Monopoly Man."
Coming
Hey, get out of here! What are you doing in
What are you
here?
doing? Or the KFC guy. He looks
Hey,
like
I got a boardwalk. Some shit.
I'm confused.
Monopoly
Are you-
Man. Is he short? Is he really short, or is he like?
he's
your
short.
bald?
No,
size?
he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
He always said that the mailman was really tall, and that's where I got it from.
Wah, dad joke.
Yeah, that is a total dad joke.
What? I don't even understand that.
Jeff, I don't know anything about your dad. Did he have a lame sense of humor?
Sort of, but not in the same way as Sam's.
Did he have a good sense of humor?
Sometimes, yeah.
Did he
But
like good humor ice cream?
Does that still exist?
He ate a Nutty Buddy from time to time.
Sam, don't you know a classic joke that you wanted to unveil?
No.
You, I don't know any traditional jokes. Tracy, our uncle, knows a lot of jokes with setups and punchlines.
Right.
I can never retain any of that. I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of good jokes, but I never remember them.
I hear ones
You-
that I think
but do you
are
mean
actually
like those
funny.
long story ones where you set
Not
up a
necessarily
punny,
long.
like a pun, like punchline? Like,
Yeah, that's.
I've always been told
not
that
always. It's not always relying on a pun.
I've been told
Sometimes
that
it's
I
something
take
else.
way too long to tell a joke, so I stay away from it.
Like-
It's all in the details, buddy.
Tell me if this means anything to you. I left my harp in Sam Clam's disco.
Yeah, that's like
You've heard that one, so yeah.
Pardon
But it's
me,
got
boys. Is that the cat that chewed your new shoes or something like that?
what is that? What was that one?
It's the punchline for this long fucking pun joke.
Yeah.
Based on the song "Pardon Me, Boys." Is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo or something like that?
What's the
I
joke?
haven't had the pleasure
I
of
don't
hearing
even-
that.
I thought that
one.
was the joke.
No, I mean the joke punchline.
Pardon? No, it's
That's
"Pardon Me, Roy." Is that the cat that chewed your new shoes?
So the whole setup is
and it
to
takes,
build
like,
up to
do a
that
punchline of a
stupid,
lyric.
corny.
No one will understand.
Yeah.
pun.
No
Unless
one's
you're,
gonna
like, from
get
the
it.
Maybe it was a
prospecting
joke of
area.
its time. What is this song?
Pardon me, boys. Is that the chat?
I know what it is,
That's
but
like
what
some
is it?
Jimmy Crack Corn kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
it's
real
like,
old,
you know, brother, can
hokey,
you spare a dime or something? You know, it goes way back.
something
Depression
from the
era.
Roaring '20s or something.
Exactly.
Some dumbass
It's flapper music.
flapper.
But that night we were at the bar with Sean, you guys were basically having a joke off,
I
and there
know.
were at least 6 jokes exchanged. I want to hear
Joke
2
off?
of them.
Two
yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
I joked off before I came over. Was I supposed to wait?
Sam's in charge of the puns tonight.
That was pretty
Hey,
good.
come on. That was a cut above
Punch
your
Sam in the arm.
average.
That was a good one.
All right, so give us 2.
2 jokes?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
All right,
and
okay.
talking to the mic when you do it.
Okay. So,
Don't clear your throat in the
Yeah,
mic.
clear your throat into the mic.
so this
So we
guy.
know. Sorry.
It's a guy walks into a bar joke, guys. It's a bar
Sometimes
walks
when you
into
tell
a bar.
jokes, there are hecklers,
The bar
Sam.
walks into a.
This is a real life
guy.
experience.
So this guy walks into a bar. He sits down, orders a drink. He's feeling pretty rough about his day. You know, he just got fired or some shit like that. And bartender gives him his drink, and he hears this little voice that goes, "Hey, that's a real nice tie you got."
You couldn't be more quiet right now.
Sorry.
He's building a mood.
I'm watching the wavelengths. And
He
they're
goes-
minimal.
Okay, so the guy sits down. He hears this voice.
Is this a
says,
secret joke?
Sam's my secret boyfriend.
Is he afraid? Sam, are you afraid of getting caught?
Have you guys read the
Your window is open. You don't want to. You don't want your neighbors to hear all your corny jokes.
Sorry, guys.
Start again.
From the top. Let's go.
Take it over.
Guy walks into a bar.
Yeah.
He's feeling pretty bummed out. He sits down. Bartender hands him his drink. He hears this little voice that says, "My, that's a sharp-looking tie you got on tonight, buddy." He goes, kind of looks around and looks at the bartender. Goes, "Hey, barkeep, did you say something?" Bartender's like, "No. There's nobody in the bar except for like a couple people sitting way in the back. It's obviously not them." All right, whatever. Must be, just having a rough day. Takes a couple more sips. Here's the voice again. Goes, "Is that a new haircut? I really like that." He's like, "What the fuck?" Goes, "Barkeep, are you sure you didn't say anything?" Bartender's like, "No, I didn't say anything to you, man. What's the problem?" Nothing. So he's, sitting there mulling over his day, drinking some more, and here's the little voice again. "Boy, have you been working out recently? You look really good." It's like, all right, what the fuck? It's like, "Bartender, what the hell? I keep hearing this voice that's, commenting on how I look and how I dress and shit." And bartender looks kind of puzzled, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Those are the peanuts. They're complimentary."
God.
Damn.
What a build-up.
I feel like we should have interrupted that way more.
I know, that payoff does not warrant. I'm sorry.
If I wasn't
you wanna-
recording, that would have gone on for another 10 minutes.
Jesus.
All the unnecessary detail. God.
I think it's the joke is that you're wasting somebody's time. Like the person who's hearing the joke, like
was
you're like,
physically
how long
painful.
can
I
they
know.
sit through this?
Pretty much entirely for my amusement, not for yours.
I like that you commit to it, though. That's what,
Sure.
at first, you had to take it again, but
My friend Eric threatened to kill me if I ever told one of my jokes again.
do the one that ends with fun guy. Never mind, I ruined it.
That wasn't my joke. That was Sean's.
Is that the two mushrooms?
What?
Everyone knows that joke.
All right, Sam, you owe us one more. And
One
make it
mushroom
good
said,
this
"What do you
time,
think of
please."
that mushroom? He's a fun guy."
Right.
I felt the need to tell it.
The
At
only
least that one's quick and over, and you can forget about it as soon as possible.
I'll never forget.
all the other ones are really long.
Come on.
Okay.
Just shorten it up. Don't tell us what color his shirt is, and we'll get through it.
But that's the hilarious part.
All right, one more because I already started this.
Okay. Wait, you want the three strings joke or the Quasimodo joke?
Let's go Quasimodo because I forget the punchline.
I don't think I told it to you because it's really long.
Let's fucking axe this.
No. How dare you?
Yeah,
Hey, speaking of never forget, the guy who I met that banged storytelling while you were engaged to her,
Uh-huh.
him and
Talk
his,
about this.
him and his brother,
speaking of
who's
fun
not
guys.
his twin's birthday, are both on 9/11, and they both had Twin Tower cakes, he told me.
Where were you?
Jeff
on
chose
that
not to laugh at that joke.
classy.
Too soon.
I was shunning that joke.
Well, he banged storytelling while Nick was engaged, so we all hate him.
I didn't know that ever happened. Apparently,
Who?
my fiance was screwing around on me.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah,
That's just the
fiancés.
icing on the shitty cake.
A friend of mine at work said that this guy approached him and said, "Hey, is that girl dating anyone?" They were like, "Yeah, she's engaged, but I guarantee she'll fuck you."
Really?
So they did in the bathroom.
Wow.
Didn't she turn all flannel and boots on you then?
Yeah. She
She went dyke, huh?
she did. You know
His
this.
boots are made for walking.
I can't keep all
over to
your
the bus
crazy
stop.
all over.
women stories.
I know it's
straight.
cliche, but I'm too much man for her. She had to turn to women. That's what I tell myself. That's
Yeah.
what gets me through the day.
Right.
I happen to keep up on her Twitter feed.
You're
just to
like
make,
you're like George Costanza or something. Like, didn't that happen to him or something? Like turned some chick gay or
Oh
something.
yeah, his fiance.
it happens,
she
guys.
died, right?
She eventually died. Yes.
But she switched back.
Oh man, I'm missing Curb Your Enthusiasm tonight. I get to
What? I
watch
thought
it
you
till
got the
tomorrow night.
HBO at the hotel.
No, I don't think so.
Just Encore?
Let's end this.
no,
This
just
conversation
Yeah,
is
sorry.
seamless.
I didn't mean
Sorry.
to. That was lame.
I blame you for
maybe a
that.
Stars channel. Maybe?
Stars?
I don't know.
Skinamax?
Okay, dad joke. And it's a pun. It's a fucking pun.
Okay, that counts as your second joke, and it was better than the first.
I thought that was an actual channel. I really did.
Do you have Cinemax growing up, guys?
Only when it was like the free trial thing.
Oh,
I would
those are
love
so
that though.
exciting.
Like in the
Yeah.
summertime,
it's a
like,
good Friday
Work your
night.
schedule around that.
yeah, you like you figured out you're just like flipping through and like it's unscrambled. Holy fuck! Like awesome.
Drugging your
What's on
parents
later?
so they fall
Porky's. Fucking, like
You talked about Porky's last
It's like,
time,
what-
too.
what
You have
boobs-
not changed in a year.
what? Yeah. Hey, Porky's will always have a place in my heart.
All right.
Speaking of boob
That's a
scenes,
horny
we
little
watched
twit.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High last night. What do
Oh,
you think
yeah.
of that Phoebe Cates boob scene, Jeff?
Apparently, it's the what
It's
was
like the number one on Mr. Skin, and it's like everybody's favorite. But I contend that it's not that great.
Well,
And if it wasn't for all the
listen,
hype, it's not really anybody's.
It's fresh in my
Oh,
mind now.
listen, though. The thing about that and many things like that is that it's going to be overrated. I mean, that kind of a thing once something gets popular enough, it's fucking overrated. I don't
There
care
are
what
way
it
better
is.
boob scenes than that.
Yeah, but that's an iconic one to be sure. I mean, that's
Iconic,
like-
sure, and there was like the whole fantasy element to it. But I was saying also that Jennifer Jason Leigh's got to be pissed because she was naked like 4 different times in that movie.
Yeah, but her boobs weren't nearly as nice.
That's true.
Phoebe Cates weren't all that great. Come on.
They,
Listen.
I'd forgotten until we watched it last night. They hold up pretty well.
so to speak.
There were 80s boobs. I think
That
she
was
looked,
my bad point.
I think she looked
That was
better
pretty
just
good.
hanging out in her bikini than the actual nude scene.
Let's
Yeah,
nip this one in the bud right now.
Yeah. Why are we talking about this again? Like we talked about that last.
Did we really?
Well,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
did.
asked what what was the first time you remember?
You mentioned both
First
Porky's
movie.
and Fast Times, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now do your Tony Danza impression,
Yeah. Let's just recap for the people that didn't hear me the first time.
which is episodes 10 and 11. Sam, it's
tell
episode
you,
51. We're happy to have you
I
guys.
watch a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond, and Mona, Catherine Hellman, is on that show a lot as like the
Oh.
wife's mother,
Right.
and I always think of your Tony Danza.
Mona.
Last time it got a little louder.
Oh, yeah. I
So
was
Sam.
really loud last time, but it's horrible to listen back to because I'm like clipping all over the place.
I don't actually know what Tony Danza sounds like, so it's not going to
From Who's the Boss?
I
Tony
never saw
Danza.
Who's the Boss.
Oh,
I don't want to talk
come
about the
on.
fucking
Tony Danza
saw
from the
it.
Tony Danza
Shut
show.
up, Sam.
What?
I know this is your place, but can you just sit over there?
I am sitting over here.
He's also never
You go
eaten
out on the
fast
fire
food, this
escape.
guy. In his life.
I have eaten
To the mic.
I have eaten at a fast food place because somebody informed me. Oh, I think it was Margaret that Kid Valley was a fast food place.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Seattle burger place.
Why do you avoid? Do you consciously avoid chain? Or
No,
not chain
did
restaurants,
we not
fast
talk
food?
about this last time I was?
I don't
on the
believe we
show?
did, Sam.
I believe we did.
No, I don't think so. I think we've talked.
I just
about
don't
it
like
before.
it.
You just don't like it.
I
How
don't-
can you
I
say
don't
that?
like the
when
We've
all you know
never
is
had
Kid
it.
Valley?
because it depresses me.
That's like me and chili.
I know, but I've gone in there with plenty of my friends. You don't like chili?
I've never had it, but I know I'd hate
You've
it.
never had chili?
I don't like beans or anything.
I don't like chili either.
You don't
I
like
like
beans?
beans though.
But
I'm
there's
sure they have beanless chili.
just meat and sauce.
But
So
how do you avoid going to McDonald's or something?
I just don't walk into them.
It's
'cause they
easy
fucking
to
depress
do in
me.
Seattle. There's not a lot of chains. You
There
guys
really
don't
isn't.
realize, like where I'm from, back east in the DC metro area, there are like chains galore. You
Oh
know?
yeah, in Yakima too. Like just
but
Even
but they're
for a
also
small
mixed
place.
in with like independent ethnic places. There's a lot of little neighborhoods and stuff.
Yeah.
But like Seattle, that was one of the things that first struck me when I came here. I was like, where are all the chain restaurants? Like,
Yeah, there, I mean,
There's a
there are
surprising
some.
amount
which
of
I
good
respect.
restaurants
I
here.
like that. But sometimes I do want to go to Burger King. Like just one, like out of the one, once in a blue moon, I want to go to a chain place, and then it's a pain in the ass because there aren't really any.
Yeah,
Even up on Cap Hill there?
Yeah, I mean, you can go to like if you want. Depends on what you. I'm talking specific chain. Like
Yeah.
if I want to, you don't have the choice.
So you'll get like a craving for specifically like a Burger King.
Sure,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Their onion
exactly.
rings are to die for.
I
When I first moved to Seattle, though, which is about 3 years ago now, I've always lived in Capitol Hill in the same spot, and there was at least a KFC, a Taco Bell, and a Jack in the Box, all within walking distance,
Right.
and they've all been shut down since then. People don't go.
But
Yeah.
those all opened in Yakima. Like you can't get anything but chain. When you're wondering what you want to go out for dinner for, it's literally like
It's fast food.
Olive
chain.
Garden, Outback, or then like McDonald's.
they don't have any like
Subway.
independent restaurants.
They fail immediately.
Yeah.
immediately.
They
don't
get
have,
smothered by
that's-
the
I guess
the
that's
They don't
not
have
that's
Chinese
surprising.
delivery in Yakima.
Really? None at all.
Isn't that a bummer?
That's crazy.
They do,
That's
and
the
that's
first
maybe-
thing.
don't
that
they?
Although we
usually-
don't have Chinese delivery in Cap Hill either.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
we
think.
do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Name it. Give me the phone
I don't
number.
ever order it. I don't like
Programming it
Chinese
right
food.
now. No, I checked online. There's message boards devoted to why the fuck is there no Chinese food deliverable in Capitol Hill?
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
I'm
you
wrong
just
because
link
I've
up on
never. I
Capitol Hill,
can't
yeah.
claim that I've ever done that. I don't.
There's a lot of gays in Cap Hill.
Oh, right.
That's
Well,
everybody in Yakima when I say Nick lives in Cap Hill.
Right.
With the gays. Didn't they close down the
Yeah,
corner
it's
store by your house recently?
99.9% gay. It's like,
Yeah,
You
Jeff,
know.
the corner store by our place.
oh yeah, shame.
I say our place as if we live together.
Right, our
But
place.
basically,
That's cute.
our
That's
buildings are on top of each other. But that corner store closed. I'm really disappointed about it. I got to the point where they're giving me free lighters and shit.
Oh wow.
They still do that
Yeah,
down by
that's
Margaret's
that's
place,
kind of
though,
a
right?
pain because that was the place I would always go, even even though the grocery store is open 24 hours a day. It's like you can get in and out of that place much quicker than QFC, where you're. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But they had a crap selection.
They did, but I got
It was
used
all
to the
like
beer
raw
selection they
gut,
had.
and for a while they put all those T-shirts and crap for sale.
Oh man,
like,
they got big. You see that all over Yakima though. Like, what corner store do you walk into and not see framed posters for Scarface?
Oh, yeah.
and a Scarface sweatshirt. Something about Scarface screams gangster. I
Scarface
guess.
is big.
Well, I guess for the
cell
obvious
phone
reasons.
covers,
yeah,
money clips.
maybe because it's
The
about
pot
gangsters.
leaf do-rags and shit like that. Do they have those?
Yeah, and they've got
yeah,
their,
they had some hippie gear, like
Like a hacky sack?
like bandanas and shit, or like whatever.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Stuff like that.
But they were all really sweet, and I should have seen it coming because for like 2 weeks as I walked in, they had less and less things in there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
it was
assumed a
clean.
remodel.
Yeah, well, the front, they took all that shit out of the front, and I was like, maybe either they're cleaning up or they're going out of business or something.
My guess, though, is that it's going to be replaced with another corner store.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I
I
hope
don't
one
want to
that's
have
a little...
to walk 3 blocks to King of the Hill. I like the name of it,
Right.
and their selection's a little better too.
Wait, where is that one?
Well, it's a little bit down Denny.
Neighborhood Talk with Nick and Jeff.
Yeah,
Sorry.
This is great, you guys.
We're just this is still mic check. But I do want you to talk about it. You just have to figure out where you want to start on that story.
We can
Okay.
talk about the challenge I have for you, even though you already know what it is.
I want to know what it is.
so you can get these guys' opinion on it. What I want is for Nick and I, who are very challenged in facial hair. Jeff, you got a shadow going.
No,
Sam,
hey, I shaved just for this appearance, so you guys wouldn't gay off on my.
This is one.
I didn't
day's
want you
worth
to. I didn't want you to get weird on me again.
Sam's got the best beard in the room right
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
actually trying to grow a beard, though.
He's sporty. He's got
he's
chops.
committing
now.
now.
So am I.
Really?
We've been trying since
Which
16 years old.
leads me in to putting Rogaine on your face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which we have mentioned on the show before.
And I've researched it a
What?
little bit.
Yeah, what did you find?
That-
Do you think that's pathetic?
It
Jeff?
shows improvement.
Not pathetic. I just think it's unnecessary. I mean,
like people are going to know. Like Jeremy Piven's there, we all know.
What you need to do is exfoliate every day, apparently.
All right.
That sounds
I'm going
like
to take
too
that
much
as an
effort. I'll
insult and move along here. The side effects of putting Rogaine on your face, but if you put it on,
you need to get one of those poofy things and
It's-
scrub your
Wait, you
face
said there
with.
are side effects?
yeah,
on loofah?
it's seriously
Let's hear it.
like twice a day, and you still want to shave regularly, but you're opening up the follicles or whatever like that. Do it for about 6
I don't
months.
think it's follicles.
you mean follicles?
Can we move on?
No, let me stop you again.
So what's the challenge? Who
He
can
mixed up follicles
grow
and molecules for
Yeah.
those that didn't follow.
We're not getting down to the molecular level.
The challenge
Right.
is more like an invitation. Will you do it with me and stick to it twice a day
It
for
depends.
6 months?
That shit
you
costs
guys are
money.
gonna buy Rogaine.
No, no, no.
Guys, Rogaine is not cheap.
Well, okay, but they do have generic brands.
Believe
and
me,
stuff
I
like
looked
that.
into it.
Dude, I have followed message boards devoted to people doing this very experiment, and they all get like a generic Costco brand, and it's like a 6-month supply. And generally, they're pretty happy. Those who stuck with it at the end of 6 months, they post before and after
Okay.
pictures.
Okay.
Can I ask you
Are they
one simple
bearded?
question?
Yeah.
How much research have you done about this?
One message board. But I read like all 25 pages of it.
Okay. I don't know. One message board, even though you read 25 pages, I don't know if that's an authoritative
It
source
sounds a little
on...
dubious to me.
Here's
as
one
well,
problem
I gotta
with
say.
it. Is that I am currently in the process of looking for a job. I can't necessarily commit for the next 6 months, growing some weird patchy beard.
No.
He doesn't want to show up as Teen Wolf to the interview.
You still
I
shave.
think I want to show the Teen Wolf too.
You do it every day, and you still shave as needed.
Don't
so
wolf
when you
out.
start to grow hair, like if you notice some patchy hair, just shave it off.
Guys,
Just keep
PJ's
applying
serious
the
about this.
Rogram.
Can you give him a minute?
You know, Sam's still got to shave every day, or not anymore, but Jeff and stuff like that.
I don't shave every day.
Well, I mean, you're shaving when you want the facial hair off of your face. It's not like when it starts. It's not like growing cancer hair back, and you have to leave the patches and awkwardness. You know what? Or I guess it's like not shaving yet when you have cancer and it's in patches.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look,
but
I'll
I
tell
like
you what.
bandanas.
The
How about I just save?
I need to
all
buy a
my-
bandana for Jerry Lee. The side effects is that like it can really dry out your skin and make you break out a lot.
yeah, it seems there's more risk than reward here at stake. Like,
No, the reward
you're
is
putting this
is like
this
gold.
awful chemical. I'm sure it's fucking awful. Whatever's in it, it's
I'll bet
not,
it smells like tea tree
it's
oil.
not natural. Okay, it's
The me-
man-made chemical.
It was originally used for lowering your heart rate, but then they found that it also makes you grow hair.
Same thing happened with Viagra. I
Like
think it
still
was
as a
something else.
topical thing.
Was it?
Like you pour it on your head and he lowers your heart rate.
No. Like
No, I thought
whatever
you
drug
massage it
is
into
in
your
it, you
scalp.
used to
Take a Rogaine shower.
I'm not saying that they invented
You're in danger of
Rogaine.
having a heart attack.
They didn't invent Rogaine to scrub into your head to lower your heart rate. They
Right.
just used a
They
drug
found that it had this
that they-
benefit.
yeah.
Right. Okay. But stop me if I'm wrong. I don't believe they've done any clinical trials of using it on your face.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Around your mouth
And
and,
I
your
have no proof.
nose
Yeah,
and shit. I don't want those
I
chemicals
can't
near
convince
my orifices.
You're not.
All right,
gonna
I'm
going
going
to
to do it, man. And in 6 fucking months, you're going to be so upset that you.
Well,
didn't
if it
do
looks good, then I'll obviously do
no,
it. But
then you
I
can't
want you
do
to be
it.
the
It's
guinea pig.
Gonna be too
Yeah,
late.
yeah.
What are we going here for here, PJ? Like a full-on beard
Oh,
or
I
a
would
mustache?
love a
or-
mountain
Yeah.
beard. Now, I'm not delusional enough to think all that's
I would
gonna
trade
happen.
my neck beard for all the.
Okay, I'm
See,
sick of
I'll
people saying
avoid
that.
the neck, but I will. You know,
No, there should
I'd
be-
like some sideburns.
I
every now
can
and
draw
then.
Yeah.
them on for you if
God.
you want.
You gotta just shave.
Kinda funny.
Just keep shave all the time. Shave in the morning.
It
Shave
doesn't
at night.
work.
It doesn't work.
Asshole.
It doesn't work.
It
Shave-
doesn't work.
Shave in your sleep.
Not for us. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
It'll work eventually.
I've been doing
Okay.
it my entire
You
life.
realize
I've been
I'm
doing it since
basically
way too
30.
young.
Right.
It's not working, Jeff.
It'll eventually work. I think. I don't
It'll
know.
eventually work.
going on
It's
there.
not going to.
You think I don't shave it? I have to shave every day
But
just
no.
so I don't look like this. This has been 2 days, and I look like I'm going to take your kid home.
Whoa.
But I don't get it that after 2 days because I don't have what you have, and I haven't shaved for at least.
You're
a
not
week.
jealous of me, though. Like, this is just some awkward in-between shit.
You grow more than me, and apparently in 2 days, I've been growing mine
You have a
out
little
for
grape
over a
stain
week.
up on your upper lip there.
Call it that.
I could feel a little something if I rubbed my fingers on it.
No, but I still think. I mean, the grass is always greener, but I still think you guys should be grateful that you don't have to shave all the time.
I
I
never
hate
agree.
fucking shaving.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm
Grow
just
a
tired
beard.
of hearing it.
I don't, man. I don't want to grow a beard. It's fucking. For one thing, I don't have a lot of hair up top. So to me,
That'll
in my
distract
mind,
from it.
No, it'll look like I'm trying to compensate for that.
So
You know?
compensate.
Like David
Yeah.
Cross. Have you seen him? Like he was on Bill Maher the other night, and
Yeah,
he
he
had a
looks
big
funny.
bushy beard.
Oh, I haven't seen
And
it.
I mean, it looks fine on him. It's not like he looks stupid, but it's just like that reminded me of, oh, well, I'm pretty bald too, and if I grew a beard, it would look like I'm trying to like, well, I can grow hair here. You know, like, look, and it looks like an upside down.
So how about
face, you
whenever
know?
you're walking around with your beard, you just wear a hat?
That's not a bad idea.
I don't like to rely
get a
on
fedora?
hats, though.
Mine
You
comes in
borrow
all
a top hat from
funny
Sam's
and-
dad?
Hats are really hard to pull off for me anyway. I'm like, I can't really do that. So.
I've got like one spot that doesn't grow, and it really pisses me
Oh,
off.
poor you. That spot is my entire body, except for my pubes. No chest hair, no underarm hair.
no,
Nothing.
but
Yeah, it kinda looks
PJ,
like-
But I got
do-
my pubes when I was like 5 years old, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have the greatest beard. It's all I've wanted since I was a little kid. Like I
All
always
you
said.
wanted.
5 years old?
No, I'm serious. When I was a kid, when ever since I was a little kid, I always said I am going to grow the thickest beard ever when I'm old, and then I just happened to.
Do you have
'cause even
dreams
Dad
about
had
it?
Facial hair.
You had
I have
aspirations,
dreams about
really.
it. I have
to
dreams
this
about
day,
it constantly.
haunting dreams.
I have dreams about it all the time. That I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, yes, finally.
He wakes up
My
screaming in the middle of
whole
the night.
Like, oh,
If it
and
does
then he's
ever happen
sad
for us, it will
because he's
happen.
smooth
That's
as a
what it is.
baby's.
It's like infinite sadness.
PJ and the
But but you know what? I don't agree about this Rogaine idea, but
I
I
don't
can't
either.
condone that. But you know what? They should have a pill that I could take if I don't want to grow facial hair. Like,
Oh, come on.
And
I don't
not-
want to hear your
If
side
you don't
of it.
want to
No.
grow facial hair, you're an asshole.
no, why? You don't understand, man. It's
You don't understand. You can be clean shaven and you can have a
Stop
beard.
shaking me,
We
PJ.
can only
God.
have one of those.
You should try waxing. I hear it lasts a lot longer.
You have a
Fuck
choice.
that. I don't like that idea. Either.
And the thing is, we're still shaving as much as you, at least me, trying to make it grow in.
that's your problem. I mean, I'm not making you shave every day. I don't, like I said, I don't even shave every day because I fucking hate shaving. It leaves my skin irritated. I have like really thick, sorry, not bragging. I have really thick facial hair, so it's
All right, I
like,
tuned out completely.
you know.
Can
I
you
go-
hear me? Because I feel like my beard is getting in the way.
How long have you been letting that bugger grow?
Turn down your beard, please.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna grow huge.
No, I said how long has it been growing?
Oh, 3 or 4 days. I think.
Oh, is that all?
The only thing I can do, like, as something like that is just grow my hair out and I refuse to cut it even though people at work think
What,
it's
and then like
gross.
tie it around your chin or something?
No, it's just like
I'm
it's my
almost there.
compensation. Like you say, not having hair.
Right.
You don't want to grow a beard as like, oh, I'm just trying to compensate.
Right.
But I'm doing that. I'm just like,
You
well, I'm
can
going to
grow
grow
your
my hair out
Pubes
ridiculously.
out really long.
Like I've never cut those, so
Oh.
I think they're about as long as they're going to get.
Ridiculously, though? I mean, that's
My
your
pubes?
goal?
Oh, my
growing
hair?
your hair out to a ridiculous length?
I definitely want to be able to put it in a ponytail.
Have you ever had long hair?
You shouldn't. You should not do that.
I don't care how awful it looks. I want something.
I'm
Have you ever
sorry.
how long has your hair been? You asked me that the other day, actually.
My hair's been.
Yeah, I learned a lot about you that night.
My hair's been
Oh, yeah.
a lot longer than it is now. I guess I'll have to take a picture of how my hair looks now. But
Yeah,
I've
pictures
got
are being
the camera
taken.
right here.
These will all be up on myspace.com/PlanBrother
in our Facebook group.
in
Right.
our Facebook group.
MySpace.
Yeah,
You're
I
still
know, right?
bothering with that ghetto ass
Okay.
shit?
Yeah. See, that's the thing is Nick told me like, oh, you got to put the photos on MySpace more, and I'm like, I just completely forgot about it. Like I never think about MySpace anymore.
Dudes, I heard the other day Facebook is over.
What?
That's what some people are calling.
Where are we
saying-
gonna go?
They're
Thursday?
saying now Facebook's on the decline. It's headed the way of the
Whatever.
the
I
MySpace.
just
Where are
just
we
saw
gonna
an
go?
I skipped
innocent
that shit. I
update.
never bothered because I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. Dude. It's like every time, every couple of years there's a new site and everybody flocks to it and it's fucking lame and whatever. And
But you sync the Twitter to the Facebook. Well, you know what it is?
Yeah,
it's
but
it's
just
it
do-
being put in movies because we
Oh,
all
they're
knew
making a
that
Facebook
MySpace was going to have a
documentary,
huge thing in Funny People. I guess it wasn't that huge, but
yeah, a nice sponsored
yeah,
fucking.
And by the time it came out, like it was like, are you serious? Fuck
Yeah.
MySpace.
Yeah,
sad.
MySpace seriously does not load for me for the most part anymore.
It's always been a busted ass piece of shit website. The navigation to the stability.
And Facebook
problems.
is much better because you don't have to just leave a comment on somebody's page to like make your presence known to them. You just do a status update.
But why
Like
do you
I say,
even want
link
to make
Twitter
your
over.
presence?
That's
then? I
obnoxious,
don't-
though, linking Twitter to Facebook.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
for somebody
I
who
love
follows you on both of those things,
I know.
it's probably annoying.
It is obnoxious.
I freak
Is that
Luckily,
where, is that
I
where
don't
all those weird
participate.
symbols and shit come into play? Because like sometimes I'll see your status update and it says,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's
so
that-
blah
that-
blah blah."
Like at somebody or
Yeah,
that's
RT.
Twitter.
That's all
Ah,
Twitter
okay.
talk.
Yeah, by the way,
I thought we
if
were
you
not
remember,
gonna talk about Twitter.
we mentioned I was on the show before,
Mm-hmm.
you guys gave me such a hard time about Twitter.
In fairness, I had no idea what Twitter was.
Right. I knew that at the time. I was like, you know what? Fuck you.
Nick
You don't
knew
even
that.
know.
I didn't.
But look
I
who's on
believe we
Twitter
called
now.
your peers Twitter
I
fags
think
at the
both
time,
of
maybe.
you gentlemen have a Twitter account.
I think we almost had to intervention Nick about his Twitter use for a while.
I've been slowing down, but you're right,
You
Jeff.
ca-
It took me a little bit to get into it, and
Right.
once I did, I was fully into it
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm not some, I'm not pimping Twitter or anything, but
You disappeared from it for months at a time.
well, I had my
where are
downtime. I had my downtime. Oh, that was during the dark times.
Well, we'd get an occasional
Actually
dark
lived in a-
tweet.
that was during the winter last year.
Every
the
now
dark-
and then there would be a tweet, and I'd call Nick, go check on Jeff.
right.
Run
That
across
doesn't
the
sound so good. He's talking about jumping off of shit. No, but yeah, I had a dark period while I was unemployed, and I basically hibernated the whole time, the whole winter, and that was part of that. I just was like,
that
yeah, you
sounds
know what?
familiar.
Who cares what I'm fucking thinking right now?
Fuck you, Sam. Not you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm kind of going through the same thing.
yeah.
I've hit a
But
funk.
it comes that.
Although
that's
you're
still,
very optimistic, though.
It still
No,
comes
I'm
in waves. You know, my whatever you want to call it, my proclivity to use it or whatever. You know, is that a word?
I like to call it Jeff Sad Face.
No, but my, you know, like it comes in waves. Like sometimes I skip a
What,
few
your
days
Twitter
and don't.
usage?
Yeah, like if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. It's not
Yeah,
something you
PJ,
would
I'd say
wanna
you're kind of the
force.
same way. Lately, you'll go and burst. And then
It's
you'll-
just that I can't think of anything funny, but one day I'm hilarious.
That's how I
Right.
feel a lot of the time too.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be mean to you.
But yes,
Sorry.
Jeff, I guess we do owe you an official apology.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but then
it's
I
just
expect an apology.
I
About what
feel
an
like
asshole you were that
Twitter is
night.
going. I feel like Twitter's
I
going
was
down
kind of-
faster than Facebook.
really.
Yeah, I think that Facebook is growing more and more, and Twitter has kind of plateaued.
No, I think
to
what
say the
well
least.
the general consensus has been, and not to get too fucking into this nerdy shit, but
Oh, no, please, go on.
yeah,
Sam's
Sam.
already
I want
asleep.
Sam to feel at home, so I, you know.
Yeah. Continue, please. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, but what they're saying about that, like a Twitter versus Facebook kind of thing, is I bet you that Facebook has a greater retention of its users, like people that stay with it and still use it and check in, versus Twitter, which a lot of people don't understand fully. Like when they first see it or hear about it, they don't get what it's for. They don't get what it's for, so they're like, you know, what's this shit? And then they never come back, you know what I mean? Or that none of their friends are on it, so they have no reason to be, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And they don't understand that it's like kind of interesting if
I
you
think
find
Twitter
the right
just
people.
kind of has
to-
a novelty value to it now. And there's like ridiculous, like in
To some
Entertainment
people it does.
Weekly,
Yeah.
it's like celebrity Twitters from this week, and
Again, anything that's hyped that much
Yeah.
is going to seem overrated and kind of stupid.
maybe that's
you
why I
know?
think it's on
Except
the
Modest
down now.
Mouse, that's
I get
the
a little
only
sick of people talking about it.
Yeah,
In fact,
well, no,
not to geek out on a podcast, but Jordan made a great point on Jordan Jesse Go about like how
That
I think
guy.
he was talking about the Today Show, like how they
I
were
love
all
that guy.
talking about Twitter and they're playing with their Blackberries, going, "What's a Twitter? What? How do am I tweeting
Yeah,
now?"
no.
It's overhyped as this like super complicated thing.
No, but I mean, not even that. The complicate, that factor. The media coverage has just been atrocious because, it's just like a
I shot my
circus
TV
kind of
with
thing. Like, oh, everybody's on Twitter now. Blah
Ashton
blah blah.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, like as
Demi
soon as
Moore.
celebrities joined, then the name got bigger and people started talking
I
about
get
it.
so jealous when I look at their misspelled horrible tweets. Celebrities I'm talking about.
Well,
They have so many more followers.
Just don't
than
look
me.
at it. Don't look at it.
Yeah, but you got to remember they're famous.
Yeah.
I mean,
but who
you know?
really cares about like you follow your Ellen DeGeneres and your whoever the fuck else generic celebrities and like okay, everyone posted rest in peace Michael Jackson at the same time. And I missed him so much and rest in peace whoever else just died.
Ugh.
My
Yeah.
prayers
Right?
to Ed
It's for-
McMahon's family.
it's for death announcements and
Yeah, come on.
and mourning the loss of celebrities.
Like in
No,
case you're
no.
wondering if this celebrity is in on the same thing, it
Yeah.
feels the same way as everybody else in America.
But you got to understand that's just a reflection of the people that are participating in it now. After the hype has risen to such a level that now celebrities are on it. Everybody
has to be.
Yeah, everybody. It's like everybody who wants to appear savvy.
Clients
like,
and agents are having meetings about starting a Twitter page.
Well, yeah, in marketing. I mean, companies are using it for marketing purposes, of course, and all this shit. But you don't have to. The thing I like about it is you can ignore as much as of that shit as you want.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all in your control.
Yeah, and it's all about who you follow on it. That's what determines what you're going to get out of it. Like if you find a couple cool people, like I follow some people that I know, like in real life, friends
they're
of
usually
mine.
pretty boring.
people that, yeah, sometimes, but like I'll let that go because it's somebody I know and care
Exactly,
about. Like
yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is my friend. Like
And if you unfollow, they're probably going to call you on it later.
yeah, that's awkward. But like there's different reasons to follow. There's people that I don't know that I follow. Why? Because not because I care what they're doing, but they post things that are funny or whatever.
Right, they're
you know what I
using
mean?
it for like the much better way to use it. Like,
Exactly.
entertain.
Yeah.
Well, that's our opinion, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but that is certainly
still
only
right, though.
one way to use it, though. But that, in my opinion, is a way better
And
way
is that
to
what
use it.
I mean, you were in the underground, so is that what it was there for initially, for the most part?
Well,
would
I
you
mean,
say?
that question has never changed.
The
It's always
underground or the starting ground?
no. I wasn't. I
Whatever
was
sounds
on pretty early. Like I think I joined in the fall of 2006.
Okay, yeah.
So it's been a few
You were the
years.
first one to tell me about it.
Right, it's been a
and
few
I
years,
attacked you.
but I wasn't certainly one of the first. The web geeks, the web 2.0 people or whatever the hell, they're the ones who were on board, right away. But yeah, I mean, it's always been the same thing. Like, what are you doing? And I think everybody goes through this period when you first start using it, where you want to answer that literally.
Oh,
And
that's
you-
how I started doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I did too. I kind of was like, but I always tried to be a little goofy with it and make it a little more interesting. But still, it was more literally like, what are you doing? And that you learn pretty soon after following other people who do that. That's pretty much the most boring thing you can use it for.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
so the trick is to find people who don't use it for that, and you use it instead to try to make stupid jokes or whatever you like. I mean.
I like to experiment by going around to people's Twitter pages and seeing what their first tweet was. And I'm going to say 90%, 80% of the time, it's something along the lines of answering that "what are you doing?" question, testing out Twitter. It's everybody's
Oh, I
first
hate that
tweet.
one, yeah.
No, yeah, that's like.
And if anyone looks at my first tweet, it's like that, but it's meant to be ironic.
Right. No, that is the
That's true.
that
I
is the
remember that one.
cliche Twitter post is
Yeah.
figuring out this Twitter thing. Well, I don't know.
Trying it from my home,
with this implied
from my phone.
it's the same attitude that the news people you were talking about have, like the media people. They're like, Twitter? I guess so.
John Tesh can do it.
Whatever
So can
that
I.
is, it sounds kind of weird, but guess what? We're on board because we don't want to look out of date, out of touch.
The machines are taking over.
But see, one more point, and I'll stop
Okay.
jacking off about Twitter. The cool thing about that versus something like Facebook, and you can argue, I'll preface it by saying you can argue that, Facebook has some of these features as well, but I like that Twitter is something you have to put something into. It's not like throwing up a bunch of profile pictures and then you just leave it, and that's
I like that on Twitter. I don't have to read about what Disney character all of my friends are.
Yeah, or like, I mean, the closest Twitter gets to that nonsense, like bullshit, are some memes that pop up every once in a
Right,
while
right.
that, but I mean, some of those can be funny too, but you don't have the stupid, like, take this quiz and tell me, what
Yeah.
color's your underwear
I
today.
beat 9 of my
you know.
friends on the movie quiz.
Yeah,
But I mean,
stupid shit like
Twitter's
that. I
not
mean,
for that, and that's why I like it better.
Yeah,
But-
it's more of a streamlined, to the point, like it does one thing.
Right. I still like
know.
Facebook, but for different reasons. I
Right.
don't like it because of the bullshit quizzes. I like it because I want to know what my friend from 7th grade is up to.
Right.
What is he up
Who's
to?
not on Twitter yet?
Yeah, exactly. Well, some people just aren't built for Twitter, and I'm not saying I am necessarily.
Yeah,
but
it's
some
not.
People,
Well, it's not for everybody. It's
Yeah.
not like. That's what I think it doesn't have as wide of an appeal as something like a Facebook or how MySpace used to be when it wasn't a total joke. Like it has wider appeal. People can see the use of it easier, but Twitter's the tricky with that. Like people don't get why that's how it could be interesting.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't see
takes a
past
little bit of time.
They don't see past the surface of what it's all about.
And I'm
I
sure
find that 140 character limit
frustrating.
frustrating.
That's what Birdhouse is
Yeah,
for.
but see that's
what Birdhouse is for.
that's part of the
What are
fun.
you speaking of?
No, that's
I do
I'll let Jeff
agree
take
that
this
it's
too.
part of the fun,
No,
which is like trying to cut
yeah.
it. Right?
Well, no, there's something to be said for the constraint that it puts on you. Like you have to be quick and brief. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You can't be all like, You couldn't tell a Sam joke in a tweet.
Hey, fuck you
know what I mean? Like,
Sam's on Twitter.
you'd have to squeeze that sucker down to like a couple sentences, and
One
it
guy
can be
is only 2
frustrating.
words.
It can be frustrating. I mean, like
Not my joke.
the worst is when you get in the Twitter box, you get like a -1, and you're like, "Fuck!" Like it almost fits in there.
Yeah.
It's like one character.
Because I like to
off,
have proper punctuation.
That's
no
when I
matter
think
what.
that you should be able to earn over time a little credit. You know what I mean?
No, I disagree.
Credit for what that goes towards what?
Towards an extra character or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
then,
this guy
then
keeps
the
them
walls
tied
would
every
come tumbling
time.
down, and there would
No,
be
but
chaos.
they're on
you
the
have
brink
to keep
already,
them
let's be
short
honest.
for a certain amount of time.
There would be chaos.
Let's go around the room. Everybody give their Twitter names. Jeff, start with you. Everybody knows, I'm sure.
Twitter name is
How do you
Fedge.
get so many followers?
I don't. That's the thing, guys. I don't have that many followers, really.
It's
Well,
like
compare-
growing out a
compared to
beard.
You
Chris
should
Hardwick,
see.
sure.
Just wait it out.
No,
What
I'm
happens?
talking non-celebrity types. The other people that I follow that I've been following for
Have
a
you
while
seen our
in there,
numbers? It's depressing.
they have way more, like easily twice as many, if not 3-4 times as many.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
it, and sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing differently?
Right. Yeah. Some
I
of
try
it's,
not to dwell on
some
that
of
too
it is
much.
luck of the draw, and if the right person recommends.
Didn't you get a
or some
write-up or
shit,
something? Isn't that how you first got discovered?
That was a long time ago. That was like
Fall of 2006, maybe?
no, it was probably like sometime in 2007. But this guy Nick Douglas, he used to work for Gawker. Like he was a editor.
Is that Twitter at Nick?
Yeah, that's at Nick.
Oh, he
And-
follows
That
us.
guy will not follow me.
Yeah,
He follows us.
and he's
you.
the one who put out that book, that Twitter Wit book. Did you hear about that shit?
Yeah, I've
I
heard
heard
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in that shit.
Are you?
Are you?
I have two.
I had no idea.
Yeah, yeah. He
Give the
asked.
page numbers,
I was
please.
listening to Frank and Eric, Internet Famous, and I
You
guess
just dropping podcast names left and right today.
I'm just saying that I guess that guy Frank, he had two that were in there.
Yeah,
Eric did,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
But,
haven't memorized the book yet, but
did
I was
you-
going to bring it, but I didn't want to be that douchebag.
Oh, man. Can you pull it up online?
Did you go to
Do
some
that.
sort of like launch party for the book or anything?
No,
like
that happened in New York.
Oh.
He lives in Brooklyn, and the point of my story was that he wrote an article about a while ago on Gawker about the Twitter people that were worth following or whatever, and I was among the other. I was on the list. And so I got a shit ton of followers out of that because
Sure.
it's a pretty popular site and people saw it and whatever. And many of them have since unfollowed me. I got some famous people like on there following me, like not super famous, not like Britney Spears or
Let's
something.
hear a name drop.
No, I can't even remember. But it was they
Just one,
quickly
just one.
unfollowed me once they saw like how it was going to be. How you know what I mean? Like, 'cause whatever. But yeah, that got me a lot. But then it's just like word of mouth. It's like those Follow Friday things or whatever.
Those don't work.
fucking-
Not for us, anyway.
well, it depends on. I mean, it's luck of the draw. It's like if somebody popular recommends you.
I'm a little
Yeah, that
paranoid.
happened one
Like, I've
time.
had that
We got
happen,
like
too,
40 in a day
a while
that one
ago.
time.
But really, my list has really slowed down. My growth as far as
I gotta say, I feel a
fucking-
little paranoid that I felt like I was like, oh, how did you get so many followers? Like I was really jealous. Well, the answer was quite interesting. I don't want anyone to think that like I'm upset about my
Oh, no,
lack
no.
of followers. or
Yeah,
that
no, you
Nick
shouldn't.
doesn't follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm
No,
happy.
that's funny.
He follows
I
the
mean-
show on Twitter. That's the most important thing.
That is a good thing.
We're going to get him as a guest.
No, I'm just saying that. I don't even think that. I'm actually
Tonight.
like sitting there
Jeff,
going,
make it
why don't
happen.
I get more followers? But I do follow people sometimes and then unfollow them.
I think Sam's
Yeah.
literally been drawing this whole time. Is that correct?
Well, let's wrap up the Twitter
Well,
talk.
I don't.
mean,
I don't
What's your
know.
Twitter name?
The twit.
I'm sure it's taken. That wasn't
Yeah.
even a joke.
Yeah,
That wasn't even dad humor.
No, I don't know.
That was nothing. You are nothing.
All of
Yeah.
your friends, Nick, joined Twitter like all at once, but no one ever posts anything.
No,
Maybe Aiden
nope.
does, but I don't follow him anymore.
I've got a good
Aiden
picture
never
going
posts.
here of
His were
a
hard
fish
to read.
filleting
When he
some
does,
kind
they're
of
ridiculous.
antelope thing.
I'm sorry, 8 conversations at once. What's him?
I said I got a pretty good picture done of a fish filleting some sort of antelope guy here.
We're going to put that online.
Oh yeah, you should. And it says
hey,
JK,
can you pipe
JK.
down over there, Sam? Dominating the conversation.
This guy.
Jesus.
This guy.
We don't need your Kelsey Grammer impressions all night. Right?
What?
I'm not sure I get
Hey,
that. I just-
Miles.
morning, Seattle.
It's that stupid theme song at the end. Like,
The tossed
Something about
salad,
scrambled
and
eggs. Scrambled eggs, some eggs. Yeah.
You know, Frasier sings that theme song.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer. He's
Guy's
quite
I didn't know
accomplished.
That
He
guy's
also
a
drives
goofball.
drunk and gets arrested.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
His sister also gets raped and murdered too soon.
What?
Did that happen?
That happened to his sister. Yeah,
Recently?
in real life. No.
Oh.
Like that's what.
So not too soon then.
That's what he blames getting drunk and driving on. I think.
Oh. I bet you.
I
Eddie
could
the
be being
dog
really
did it.
unfair right now. I just heard that his sister was raped and murdered when he was pretty young.
We need a fact checker.
That's
Sam, you're not
terrible.
doing anything.
That's a
No,
happy
that's a
What
fact.
do you mean I'm
man.
not doing anything?
That's a
I'm sitting here
fact.
listening to you guys talk about tweeting.
We're done with that now.
Oh.
So we've got at Fedge here, at PJ the Gay, and at Plan Brohood. Do you say at, or do you say twitter.com/?
Hooray.
Is there a name for that at symbol?
Jimmy
Yeah,
Pardo
at.
made fun of my.
Oh, it's just called at?
Jeff, do you listen to Never Not Funny?
Yeah.
Jimmy
PJ,
Pardo?
quit doing this.
Yeah.
He made. Fun
Are we going to just drop all kinds
Yes.
of podcasts?
He made fun of my Twitter name. That's all I'm saying. Not
call
only
it the
did they read
Dropcast.
my question of the week
Yeah,
when
Doug
Doug
Benson was there.
was on.
Yeah.
Hey, have you heard of You Look Nice Today?
Oh yeah, I love
You heard of that
I've
podcast?
seen him live.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, that's right. I missed that.
Follow at
I know
Hot
those
Dogs
guys.
Ladies.
Oh, boy, here
well,
he
I know
goes
two
again.
of them.
Speaking of name
Oh, by the
drop,
way, check out Jeff's blog where he mentioned us.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Scott Simpson liked it.
Did he?
Yeah, he liked, or he gave it the.
He follows your blog? Or reads it? Or what
Who?
the fuck do you do to a blog? Scott Simpson.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's on. It's this.
No big deal.
Yeah, man. I
just
mean,
a
hey,
guy.
come on. I mean, he's
I'm
yeah. He's
just
just,
Brad
kinda-
Pitt's a guy.
I'm
he's
kind
just
of
a-
impressed.
he's just a
I
regular
got the
dude.
Cooch following me on Twitter. No big deal.
Is that what you call
A
Brad
plus
Pitt
K.
these days?
That's not what I call Brad Pitt. That's what I call
Oh, A plus K. I always
Yeah,
heard
A
it
plus?
as A plus. Yeah.
Yeah,
In my own
that's what
head.
I first thought. I was like, oh, it's A plus K.
Now I get it. Years later.
I got to give him kudos for a more creative username than what I would expect from him.
Well, I'm sure Ashton Kutcher was already taken.
By Brad Pitt.
I did.
It's not verified. It's not
I
verified.
did run the Twitter account, twitter.com/Johnny Lee Miller, for a while, but I only ever made one post. I was one of those assholes that got the fake celebrity on there. It's like, who's the most
You
random
didn't even put a
celebrity I
picture up. You
find?
could have pulled one off of IMDb.
I still got like 50
And it all
followers
comes
in the
back
first
to
day.
Twitter.
Sorry, Jeff. Sam.
I'm not Joe. God. I don't even know who Joe is.
No, I
He's
said. Yeah, I said Joe.
that's weird.
We don't usually give nicknames for our guests, but I think we should call Sam Big Pun.
Big pun.
Nick, you should trade your cell phone
Better
with the
than my
iPhone
other one,
and
dude.
then pretend like, no, that's your phone.
I'm sorry?
Doesn't that sound funny?
Say it again?
See the iPhone there?
Yeah.
You put your phone in its place. It's like reaches for its phone. Say, no, this is my phone. This has always been my phone.
This is from the same guy that told me when we were out yesterday. There was this guy walking by with no shirt on, and he was physically fit, and I think he had a girlfriend. And PJ said he would give me how much?
$10.
$10 if I were to go up with my shirt off and just walk parallel to him.
Just walk next to him
Yeah.
for a minute. Yeah. Just like join their group.
I'll throw $10 in.
Dude, we
That
offered
doesn't
him
work with you. It's not as funny.
When we
Like,
pulled
it's
up to
just
Nick's
humiliating myself.
when we pulled up to Nick's
It's
apartment
hilarious
today,
for me.
my wife and I offered him $10 each. A total
No, it got up
of
to
$20.
25.
To do what?
Alvina yelled 25 at the end.
There was a girl cleaning
My
out her
neighbor.
car right in front of Nick's
Oh, your hot
apartment.
new neighbor?
No.
And we just wanted him to walk by her shirtless as he went into the apartment.
You passed up $25.
$25.
He wouldn't even have to talk to her. It's not like we said you have to ask her where the gym is.
Yeah.
Is there a gym in this building?
I don't have to talk to her. My pasty, schlubby body tells her everything she needs to know.
She
So
probably
That's
wouldn't
not
have
worth
even seen
$25 to
it.
me.
She probably
Are you
wouldn't
serious?
have even seen it.
10 seconds of embarrassment is not worth $25 to you?
No, because she's my neighbor. I live next.
You don't even
to
talk to your roommate. You're never going to talk to your neighbor.
her. That's a solid point. I'll give you that.
I
We
can't.
don't need you, Jeff.
I can't hear you guys.
I can't hear anybody now either.
Hello.
Really?
I can hear Jeff.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this.
I mean, I can hear
Hello.
you, but not in
Me.
I can hear Nick.
Oh, now I can hear Nick.
I can hear everybody now.
I can hear Nick.
Hey,
Okay.
it's fixed,
Okay.
guys. Shut
I
up.
can hear Sam and I can hear Nick.
Oh, wow. We're all back on board.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Jeff and I can hear Nick.
I don't think I'm
I
coming
can
through.
hear PJ.
No, I hear you, buddy.
Oh,
Loud and clear.
I'm not sure I hear Jeff now.
I also hear Nick loud and clear.
I hear Nick as well.
Loudest and clearest.
The loudest?
Not the clearest, probably.
How loud is it?
You know what I hear? You guys are all assholes.
You know what I hear? We should call this podcast PJ and Mushmouth. You know what I'm saying?
Mushmouth.
You got a story? Seriously,
Who's
Nick.
mushing it up?
Wrap it up. Forget about it.
I gotta keep it together.
Who's mushing it up, Nick?
The fact that you don't know Jeff flatters me. Thank you.
I was taking a leak.
Oh, okay.
Did you say where you want to start?
Okay.
We got a code name for this girl he's going to talk about. Her name is JK.
No, but it's not that. It's JK.
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 Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to say JK.
Okay.
And occasionally I'll
Okay.
make a JK sound.
I'm just going to
Okay,
say that
JK.
too.
Okay.
JK, okay.
Anyway,
I'm okay with
so
LOL.
all right,
You guys got BK
WTF?
in Cap Hills?
BK?
BK?
Is that Burger King?
Yeah.
Sometimes I really get the.
You're cutting out. He's cutting out.
I'm cutting out.
It's all right.
Clipping? Is it called clipping?
You'll
No,
never
clipping
clip.
is
You're
when
not
you're-
capable of clipping.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
Still
yeah.
no. Still no.
Nope,
Oh,
my
wow.
eardrum's gone. Good shot.
He might have clipped on that one. Looks like it.
Okay, so, I was.
Twitter at Sam, what are you doing? Clipping.
Sam.
I'm going to wait till you get 4 sentences into the story next time before I
That's a personal challenge for PJ.
No, please steamroll away, will you?
No.
This is your show, after all.
That's right. Planet Brotherhood.
Planet Brotherhood. I was going out with this girl for about 2 weeks.
How'd you meet her, Sam? See what I do here?
I met
Follow
her.
suit, guys.
Okay.
Keep this going.
I went to Hemp Fest with Nick.
Hey, Sam, what was that breakup like?
What was that?
PJ, calm down. Getting ahead of ourselves.
Actually, this time it was pretty weird.
You went to Hempfest.
Yeah,
Is
he
that-
did.
Hemp Fest.
I went with him. It was pretty awful.
Yeah, it was. We got stuck in line for 2 fucking hours trying to get out of that.
Were you
place.
there this year?
Out
Jeff?
of that
No, I
place?
didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that's
I mean,
annoying.
Christ, a bunch of stoned people trying to move. It's
Even
not
before,
gonna
I
work.
thought it was. I thought it was a good omen when we got there, and your friend was there
and gave us cookies, which
selling
were
pot
good.
cookies, and so he had a whole backpack full. So
Yeah.
he gave us some, and we didn't have to pay for it. And so I was feeling pretty good, even though everything there is lame, and I'm never going again.
No, me neither. That's.
But yeah, then
Anyways,
it was so unorganized that we were completely stalled at the exit, and
everybody was yelling at it. God, it was awful. All right,
it's not. It's a
Let's
trap.
not sidetrack. What? No, it's not. What? Go ahead.
Don't tell me not to sidetrack.
What's wrong
my
with
own show.
Hempfest?
Everything's wrong with Hempfest, including not being able to get out for 2 hours while we're standing.
I never had that. I remember
And then
it
the
being-
crowd was getting unruly. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah, they were starting to yell at each other. That woman in the back was like, "Please, I gotta go to the bathroom."
Oh, that's
Come
not
on.
cool.
Yeah, it was really uncomfortable, the whole experience. Yeah.
Especially when you're all high. Like, I'd be
No, my
freaking
cookie
out.
had worn off. I think that was more the problem.
Mine did too. I know. It
Yeah.
was really boring standing there.
Remember when we were at Hempfest and we're like, oh, we got to be able to buy weed here, right? And there's a guy holding up his 2 arms, one with a scale, one with a huge sack of weed.
Yeah, as the cop walks by.
Yeah. Still, we got
Anyways.
our weed that night.
So after Hempfest, Nick, you went off. Oh, you went off to hang out with Toby and all those guys.
Okay, I did.
And I went out with my friend Jason, who is
Boisterous?
Boisterous, to say the least.
I'm not even sure I know what that means.
It
Good
means
pull,
like
though, huh?
rowdy and shit. I don't know. He's like a bull in a china shop, is how I describe him. Anyways,
Is he obnoxious?
what do you stop calling me dad? Yeah, kind of obnoxious,
Like
but I mean,
boisterous
Sam's
enough
smoking
to
like
be
a big corn cob
to be
pipe.
a pain in the ass, or
a pain in the ass sometimes. I mean, he's one of those guys that like he kind of commands the attention of everybody in the
he's
room.
an attention whore.
That's
He's an
annoying.
attention.
But I will
whore,
say
and
the
he's-
first time that...
But he's funny though. I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
he's funny, and I only have ever seen Sam really mad when it comes to this guy. Did we already say his name?
yeah, Jason.
Yeah, you seem to be pissed off sometimes. You think
Well,
he
he
takes
always-
it too far sometimes?
He takes
was-
it too far, and he's one of those guys who like I'll be like, he'll be like, "Hey, want to hang out tonight?" And I'll say, "Okay, I'll be here at 7 o'clock." And I'll be like, "All right, I'm there." And then 9:30 rolls around, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna leave my house in about half an hour."
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, I'm
That's
going
super
home.
annoying.
So fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
So
But
kind of
he's-
flaky.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of flaky.
I hate that shit.
And when we were at Canterbury that night,
Nick, I'm looking at Nick.
all right.
No, you're not. You're not too bad. That's all right.
But that night that we were at Canterbury,
Yeah.
and I go out to smoke, and I come back, and I assumed he was just rolling tobacco.
No, he
but
had his
like,
whole fucking
laid his
bag out on
weed
the
all out
table.
on the table. And
At the Canterbury?
In the bar?
Yeah,
In the bar, in full
Oh, that's
view
a
of
douchebag.
everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's that kind of guy, right?
Yeah, doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Totally unaware, I guess. I mean,
No, he's
He's aware.
very aware. He just thinks he's.
And he gets laid.
thinks he's a
Shit.
badass.
But you would have to at least
he does.
recognize that you're making your guest uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
I think he kind of likes that actually.
That's
Anyways, so I went out with him, and we, went out to a couple bars, and then ended up at.
Did he roll a joint at every bar? or
No,
what?
he didn't. We smoked in the
good for
alley
that,
a couple
though.
times, though.
Well, still, that doesn't make up for being
No, it does.
a jackass.
Anyways, we end up at the Lava Lounge, and there's this table full of, not full, there were like 3 girls sitting there, and I thought they were all pretty cute, so I was like, hey, Jason, I'm going to go, offer to buy one of those girls a drink. And he's
Because you're capable of such things. Go ahead.
well, this was after I was fairly lit at this point. And he's like, okay, go ahead, which one? And I'm like, I don't know. So I just went up and offered to buy all of them a drink, which unfortunately they took me up on.
Wow.
And it ended up costing me like $30 to
Damn.
get drinks for all these girls.
Yeah, you were at Swanksville, huh?
Bad move.
Swanksville.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. On
Yeah, I
the
guess-
on the water.
No, Lava Lounge.
Okay,
dude.
never mind. Continue.
Anyways, I ended up talking to one of them for quite a long time, JK, and we went home and all that, and she turned out to be pretty cool, really. It turned out that your friend Margaret knows her
Yeah, she works at a salon down on somewhere.
on 4th. Oh, let's cut that out.
Let's not pinpoint the poor girl.
I gave you an out, and then you said it. Fourth.
Anyways, she...
Fourth and what? Like Bell Blanchard?
No, more like Union or something. So we hung out for, like I said, a couple of weeks, and she was pretty cool. She was a little older than me, but...
Right off the bat, here's the first time I hang out with her, and I had met her before because she works at this salon, and my friend Margaret gets haircuts there, and so we're invited to all the parties.
I never did get a haircut. Anyways, go ahead.
Is that worth interrupting me?
No, it wasn't.
that one's not daddish at all, by the way.
Stop saying that.
So I knew her kind of just based on these parties. She knew me as the guy that Glenn, the owner, allowed to bring beer in while I was waiting for Margaret
And
to
to
get her
go
haircut.
get more beer
Yeah.
while you were...
One time he gave me cash because I didn't have any. So he lets me drink there, and they have a pinball machine, so I go to parties from time to time there, and it's fine. So I knew her kind of. I recognized her the first time I hung out with you guys.
Yeah.
And
But she's
I will
clingy.
say that, yeah, you stole it right out of my mouth, buddy. The first time
Wait,
we hang
what?
out,
I missed that.
super clingy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
JK
from the
is?
get-go, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, this is your second night hanging out, right?
Second. Yeah, well...
And there's a lot of
yeah.
whispering and hand-holding under the table.
Yeah, but you're participating in that too. You can't just put that.
No, I know.
No, that's
I saw
true.
a
That's
sad
true.
side of Sam. That
Oh,
night.
I had to hear all
you
about
didn't
it.
tell me
Sam.
about this.
Phone calls. I'm sick of this guy
Phone. Really? You said that?
What?
every night.
Oh, you
I only
Damn.
caught part of that, but no, he's lying. He's totally
Jesus.
lying.
God. Anyways.
I kind of. I gotta
So-
say though, before you continue, I gotta say I kind of like that. They're clingy.
No, you
a
If
don't.
little
you're
bit,
into
just
the
a little
person
bit.
as well, maybe.
What do you
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, definitely, it's got to be
Well, I
like.
kind of was, I guess.
It's
but
got to be
mutual.
mutual.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you were real into it. That's
I
what
was.
scared me.
I was. But granted,
Although
it
there-
was the second.
There is a fine line there between
Yeah.
cute and endearing
And
into
crazy.
like a little psychotic. So,
Very fine line, guys.
yeah.
Anyways, she lives in Ballard, which was kind of a pain in the ass. 'Cause, although she works downtown, so
Who
it
lives
was
in
easy.
Ballard? Jesus,
Well,
I can tell you one person.
clingy people.
I know it's a whole
Um,
clingy neighborhood.
But it was cool though because I was going to go house sit for my friend who lives in Ballard, and we're like 4 blocks away or something like that. So it was gonna
Perfect.
be, very easy. And we had this. I had this barbecue at the place that I was house sitting at, and you came, Nick, right?
Really fun barbecue.
Yeah, it was a
usually,
great time.
Usually, I have a
Sounds
problem
like
with
fun.
barbecues because it was a lot of people I didn't know. But it turned out they were all really awesome.
And you were
I was
very
pretty drunk.
socially not awkward at all.
No, I know. I nailed
although
it that
she
night.
was.
I really do. I know neither of you believe me. You've both been to parties with me, I'm sure.
I don't care.
Anyways, at the end of the night,
I do care.
Thanks.
So I ended up breaking up with her on that night.
You skipped a lot, dude.
Okay, well, what do you...
Wait. So how many nights in are we?
This is like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Because I
pretty much hanging out
heard
every night,
2
though.
nights
Yeah.
into it, she was getting all clingy.
She
That's
was.
the last
She
timeline.
was. No, so we started to hang out, and
So
I was
you-
just...
okay, you went
I
with it
just
for a little
wasn't-
while, but-
yeah.
But you were kind of into it.
I was.
At one point, he had told me that you had told me that you were going to break up with her.
Yeah.
And then your whole weird abscess thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it was
also
the
high
night
on
you were supposed to break up. Yeah.
Nice.
So you were all drugged up, and he
You're like-
comes back, and he's like, he sends me a text, never mind, I changed my mind. She's so sweet and caring. And I imagine she's got like a damp cloth on his forehead, giving him a bubble bath.
Nurse JK.
It was pretty close to that, and I got to admit, that was exactly what I needed at
So
that
I
point.
was like,
But after that, I was like, yeah.
I'm giving the wrong impression
Like,
because I think she's really sweet. She's really nice.
She's very nice. She's super nice. But
She was just way more into it than you were at a certain point. But
Yeah.
then you kept falling for it, and then eventually you didn't. And
well, it's so easy to just go along with it and not hurt anybody's feelings, and I didn't.
I understand.
Yeah, well, when somebody is essentially kissing your ass and like really is really into you,
Yeah.
it's hard to resist.
Sure.
I mean, it's an ego boost for sure, right?
Sure,
if
it is.
anything, I mean, not
Well, and it's
not
nice to
in a
have the
bad
company,
way.
too,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And if she's a cool girl, otherwise, then it's like
Right.
makes it all the easier to hang out.
But I
But
knew
it is a bad idea to let it go too long.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Well, good for
And
you
let me
for
ask you
cutting it
this.
off.
Now,
Just-
but now, are you going to the ending?
No,
Now,
I'm
what's her
going to the
number?
sex.
What's her number?
Oh,
Because I want to seize the moment she's feeling vulnerable. She's been rejected.
but I heard examples of her
Oh,
clinginess. Like,
No, I'm just
what was the thing
kidding.
she said to
Jesus.
you, Nick? That you're okay. I'm okay with you being Sam's friend.
Oh, yeah, that first night that we really hung out. I mean, I realized it was a joke,
Yeah.
but you guys were making coupley jokes already, and I didn't understand
Ugh,
it.
really?
I'm sick of myself.
That's poor. You should be a little ashamed. Anybody who takes an objective look at their behavior when they're doing that shit will be sick. I mean,
disgusting,
it's
right? No, I know.
So, like, when I see anybody else doing that,
I
Yeah.
know,
I mean, it's
know.
different when you're involved. It's really different. But when you're not involved and you see that in public, it makes it like inspires violence in
I know.
me. Like I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like,
I got to go take a shower. Can we have a break?
No, I know what you mean, though.
you know,
Totally the
like
same
it's
way.
like fuck that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It disgusts me.
it's like, ugh.
I feel like I've done it too much. I remember when I first started dating my wife, like finding an excuse to say the phrase "my girlfriend" a lot, and I think about that now and I get really embarrassed.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. It's like, shut up about your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, girlfriend, that's one thing. I don't care, whatever. But a girl, I don't care. I don't care nearly as much. But a girl talking endlessly about her fucking boyfriend. It's like, I get it. You have a boyfriend and you like him. That's great.
Is
Good
this a
for
girl
you.
who constantly refers to him as my boyfriend?
Or the boyfriend?
The
To be
boyfriend.
fair,
That's
he's-
almost worse. Like,
Guys, he's
the-
really nice,
That's
and he has a
significantly
boat.
worse.
Is a boat,
Is it
The
a
boyfriend
yacht
doesn't
or
like
is
me
it
to do that.
Schooner.
a dinghy.
A dinghy. Anyways, should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not done yet.
So it was getting to the point where she was way into it, and I didn't. I should have been into it, but I wasn't, and I'm not in a point at my life where
Okay, that's
I-
what you told her.
okay.
Well, you can't.
No. This is actually real now. This is me.
Okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like I can be very choosy right now, and I intend to be. And I just didn't see it going anywhere. So
What's
it's like,
wrong with her?
I'm not gonna.
Man.
What's wrong?
That's a
with
good question.
Okay, a number of things.
her? Other than clingy.
Wow.
Physically, what's wrong with her?
Oh, nothing physically. I thought she was very
Nothing.
attractive.
Okay, well, that
What's
leads to
the
my...
one thing you would change physically?
Oh, you don't need to. I mean, come on.
PJ.
What? I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Don't put
Kind of
words
an
in my
asshole.
mouth. I didn't call you an asshole.
Maybe
but
her
I
ass
think
is
that's,
saggy. I don't know. Maybe tighten
No.
it up.
But
in
what-
all honesty, I found her extremely attractive.
Yeah, but what was
Okay,
the...
so you were dating a
But you hadn't
model.
had sex with her,
No,
right?
she wasn't a model. What?
Is that too far? About...
Hadn't had sex with her?
Why couldn't she be a model? Why couldn't she be a
You
model?
tried a
Too
couple
short?
times, okay.
No,
But
she's
she was-
tall. She was like as tall as I was.
Too tall. Say something bad about her, please.
say something bad.
I fucking hate
Too
women.
blonde.
Too
yeah.
blonde.
He just said he tried to have sex with her. That's pretty bad. He tried. Tried is the key word there.
Oh, really? Ever?
Couldn't seal the deal.
I mean, I did the act. I just couldn't finish up. I just wasn't
Do you think that was alcohol or just not being into her or
I
what?
think it just wasn't being into her.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Well, that sucks
Wow.
then.
So she's physically a very attractive girl.
I think
Normally,
she's-
you would be
I think
like
she's
attracted.
cute, yeah.
Yeah, she's cute, right? I mean,
But-
like not a knockout or anything, but
No, but nothing
Quirky
gross,
cute.
PJ. She doesn't have a goiter or anything.
Okay.
she's kind of like
I know you're waiting for something bad.
like an otter-looking Samantha Morton sort of. Cute
Yeah,
or something
and you-
like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you told him about the peg leg.
Oh, well, there's that,
That was her original nickname.
Peg leg.
and the vestigial tail too. But minor details aside.
Anyway, so let's skip to the end. You're not into her. How does Sam break up with her? How does one Sam break up with her? You think it's over text, guys? Because that would be an asshole move. Sam's more sensitive than that.
Yeah, no, I prefer to wait till during sex or.
Right after. Right after sex.
It ended pretty quickly after that came
No,
out.
but
yeah.
yeah, 2 weeks. And you would say total. You were with this chick.
Yeah.
Was it 2 or was it 3? It felt like
ta-
3.
That warrants more than a
It did
text.
feel like 3.
That warrants more than.
But
a
how did
text.
you break up with her? During sex, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that wasn't a joke.
Oh.
No,
Oh, wow. I thought you were kidding. I was like, yeah. Right after you fuck her. That's the best time.
No, not right after at all. Probably like 30 or 40
It was-
seconds before.
Oh, my
it was
God,
during.
man.
It was.
Why were you inspired to do such a thing?
Well, I don't really remember because
I mean,
we had been drinking.
That was
all
the
day
night of the
long.
barbecue.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were all drinking a bunch anyway before everybody even left.
And I had tried to watch Cloverfield, so I had these images of the monster in my head. And I just,
yeah, that's pretty creepy.
Everything was shaky and handheld.
So you weren't into the sex.
No, I still couldn't do it, and I
Right.
think she like asked me why or what was
Yeah,
wrong.
so that kind
That's
of
no good.
sparks.
That's no
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so she ran out of there.
Oh, she
And,
was really upset.
Yeah, she was pretty bummed out.
Oh, that sucks.
And then this is
It's hard
still
to
on
deal
house
with,
sitting,
man.
right? So, anyways, I have a few more days. No, more than a few more days. I have like a whole week left to house sit, and I do that. During which time I crash my bike and fuck up my knee and shit like that.
Your
But other-
motorcycle?
My hog. I crashed my hog into another chopper, and then
That's
a guy
dangerous.
punched me
Be
in the
careful.
face. And I took out my gun and tried to shoot him, but somebody cut it off with a sword. Man, it was a fucking mess. Anyways,
No,
So-
let's go back to that story.
I checked out for a minute there. Sorry, what did I just miss?
and anyways, so I finally come back to my house, which is impeccably clean, thanks to Nick here. And,
I'm a good house sitter. I'll just
You
say
are a
it.
good house sitter,
This guy didn't even own a toilet brush.
and I. Oh,
Damn, are you for hire? I could use.
Dude, I'm
some-
looking into it now. Being unemployed,
PJ's
I
leaving.
enjoy cleaning.
Wow.
As long as it's
I
a job.
hate it.
You do a really
I
good
hate
job at it.
cleaning.
Oh, I'm great at cleaning, and it soothes me. It soothes me in a way that cigarettes.
Should I wait for PJ to get back to tell the end of the story?
Fuck PJ.
Yeah.
Gives a fuck about that dude. Oh,
I don't know.
hey, what's up, dude?
So I'm telling the finale.
I think you should
Get back
start a
on mic.
business.
We
Nick.
missed you.
Start a house cleaning business. Why not? This is what we were talking
or
about.
you
when
could
I
join
left.
that one that's they always have flyers
Sunshine
of
Cleaning.
Hibachi.
Sunshine.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's like 2 fairies or something.
Two fairies.
2 cleaning fairies
Sounds
or
up
whatever.
my alley, yeah.
No, it's like a gay.
2 queers.
It's like no.
Is it really?
Hey, what's
Yes.
there at Cap Hill? Hey, I have an honest
Yeah,
question
of
for you.
course.
Do you ever sit around and think, why don't I get like my private investigator's license or something like that?
Well, if I could grow a
yeah.
mustache,
No.
that would be a different question.
Yeah.
You know, I hear
you
Remy
gotta have a
Bricks all in the
mustache.
Like I should be a corrections officer in a prison. I bet they get.
Those kinds of things are all.
Wouldn't that
What you were
be
thinking about when
interesting?
you were in the bathroom?
No. I'm just
Becoming
saying,
a private investigator is way more trouble than you think it is.
Oh, man,
Well,
it'd be
you've
so
looked
much
into
fun.
that.
I like
No, I
fight
haven't.
people,
But I
and
just
kick
know
them
it's
in
one
the
of those things
face.
that, like, if
and I
you
solve
can't
crimes.
just offhandedly be like, "Oh, I'm going to
You
be
know,
a private investigator."
The biggest pain in the ass of the whole thing is getting a glass door and then getting your name etched into it, frosted style on
Right.
the door.
No, I know what you're saying.
Meeting a girl named Tess, that's hard these days.
Yes. No, I just mean like you. I mean, most of those guys have prior policing background. You know, like
Right.
some kind of. They used to be a
It's
cop.
not
or
something you
something.
aspire to. It's something you just kind of end up doing.
Right.
Yeah, you got to be a Philip Marlowe. Anyways, do you want me to tell the end of the story or not?
Yeah,
I was thinking about astronaut school.
I'm trying to savor it. I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to savor the
Space
hell
camp.
out of it.
Say hi to
The hell
Leah
out of it.
Thompson for me.
We call it moon camp back where I grew up.
Continue,
Space
please.
is the
Get to
man.
the end of this.
Okay, anyways, so I come back. I'm done house sitting.
You can't have sex with this girl. I'm just reminding people.
Well,
Couldn't conclude. Right?
Everybody listening
I
out
did,
there,
I
you
just
can't
did.
have sex with this girl, okay? So don't even try.
and I tried. That was the problem. Anyways.
Yeah, that's the worst. At least if you didn't try.
I know. So much fucking effort.
You'd have so much more pride if you were like, no, I just, if the pants don't come off, then you're good.
I know, and then I have to put my pants back on. Oh, God.
You're like, can we leave our clothes on? I know that's a little
28,
weird,
34
but
pants.
I'll just undo my zipper.
Just give this a test run and see if it's going to work.
That was Sam's other potential nickname tonight was 28 by 34.
28-34.
Oh, right. Fuck you guys. At least
What?
it's not
He's a
Pants
tall,
size.
skinny dude.
Whose pant size?
This guy
Oh, we
over
talked
here.
about it at
Oh, wow.
length last night.
Yeah.
Well, that's
While I ate
slim
the
and
best
trim.
What
steak
length
of my
was that?
life.
34? Oh, right.
28 by 34.
So, anyways, I'm back here. I'm at work, and the wife of the guy who I'm house sitting for, and this is a guy I've known my whole life. He's a friend of the family. In fact, a lot of people thought that he was my dad's gay lover when they dropped me off at school, which was weird. But
Was
Wait,
one
a
of
lot
the-
of people or a lot of kids?
a lot of kids. A lot of my
Okay, so the
friends.
kids teased you because there was a dude in your car.
No, they didn't tease me.
Sounds like they did. a
Well,
little
I'm
bit.
just saying, like, who thought that? The
Well,
community at large thought, like,
no, a friend of mine who is gay, he came up to me after he met them, and he
Uh-huh.
was like, "Oh, I didn't know your dad was gay. That's so cool."
oh, wow.
He's not.
Gay dads are pretty cool. Hey,
Well,
your
you know,
gay
they
dad.
say
Yeah, my
about
two gay
kids, they're
dads.
confused.
That was a classic.
Anyway, so she gives
hold-
me a...
one question.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to your gay dad.
Oh,
Going
yeah.
back to the verp noise. See, I see myself editing that in like 5 times. We'll get to that.
Nice.
I like to keep it fun.
Yeah.
You got to get crazy once in a while.
Just to be
with the
clear, I
other one.
halted production just to make this late joke. So I hope you guys like it.
Let's hear it.
Sam, your gay dad and his gay lover, right?
Uh-huh.
Is your dad's gay lover one of the Parker brothers by any chance? Remember, because they look like the Monopoly Man.
Wow.
What if they were having a secret
Or you, Jay Leno, explaining your joke.
God, yeah.
After you-
Way to explain immediately after the joke.
Because I didn't want to wait for a laugh that wouldn't come.
Yeah, you knew it was going to take a while for us to get our heads around that one.
At least it was a quick joke.
Oh, yeah. That's the key, Sam. That's the key.
That's really funny.
Continue. So good.
So she calls me up and she's like, oh, hey, Sam, we're back. Thank you for house sitting. The house looks great. The cats look, happy and entertained. All that good
Good job, man.
Yeah, well, they're needy fucking cats, man. Jesus. They kept bumping their heads against me and shit.
Oh, they were just saying hi. probably.
I know that.
Oh, cat fact over
I
here.
actually
Don't
had to,
Don't
I had
hate
to call
on it.
somebody and ask about that the first time I house
Yeah.
sat for
You
them.
You can
I
always
didn't
tell
know.
a cat fact when they're immediately on the defense. Okay, he didn't
Hey,
mean
that's
it.
because I gotta
that's
be on the
just what they
defense because of people like PJ's wife who like has some mysterious hatred for cats.
Is that
For-
true?
for
How do you
no-
know that? They don't know.
I've heard
about
that.
that.
I've heard that on
okay.
the podcast before
Oh, okay.
when she was on. I think.
I have blocked
mean,
these from my
I
memory.
don't know your wife. She seems like a very sweet woman otherwise,
My
but
wife,
like,
not Nick's wife.
yeah, I'm,
noticed that
I'm
too.
looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you,
I
PJ.
disagree. I feel like you're looking at Nick.
But she has this,
can
and
you
a
not
lot of
look
people
at
do. They have this like superstitious,
She
like
hates-
distrust of cats.
She
and
thinks they're disgusting.
yeah, like they're dirt. How are they dirty? They're cleaner than dogs.
She doesn't like the idea of a stray cat at all.
Well,
Me, I just
yeah,
want
We're
you
not
can-
talking about stray cats.
I want to feed it. What I want to do.
You're more nurturing.
That's
it
her
sounds,
experience with cats. Is we always live in some shit apartment building where
with
there's
a bunch of
many
strays.
cats.
And, yeah, well, that can be
And they
crappy.
scare her
but
when
that's
she goes
not
out to
her.
the car.
That's not their fault. I mean, but anyway, yeah,
It's
not
really
to
weird.
not to be a cat fag or whatever.
Anyway,
You seem hesitant to say fag after you
well,
already
because
said
I
it like
don't.
3
You're
times.
not supposed to.
I entertained the cats apparently.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Oh, Sam, I think you left a pair of earrings on my my nightstand." She's like, "I don't think they're yours, but somebody
What if
left
they were yours?
That's what I asked. But he showed me there's no evidence of piercing.
No,
no pierced
none of
ears?
my ears pierced. So, anyways, JK left. her
Sometimes I
fucking
want my
earrings.
ears pierced. It's not a lie.
But they were on their nightstand.
Yeah, next to their bed.
And then your dad caught wind of this, didn't he?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is, my dad's friend calls him up, and he's like, "Oh, Christ Almighty! Your son was sleeping in my bed. Now I have to get DNA test of the spooge that's all over my floor."
Oh my God! Did he have to borrow $50 to get out of jail and drive over?
Okay, yours was better than mine. It came so much easier.
Did he pass go? That's all I wondered.
I hope he did, because I sure as fuck didn't. Anyways, that's it.
No, there's more to it. So JK, she's got in touch with you a couple times since.
Oh yeah, I had to meet up.
She's
with
taking
her
it
the
real
other
hard,
night.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, like she's weeping and stuff. Like
Well, she's just kind of bummed out.
She was my free haircut
This
for
is
life.
Nick's future roommate.
and she still can be. She told
Possible
me.
future roommate. I gotta friend her on Facebook first. Feel her out.
Yeah, you should.
Oh man, Nick! Remember when there was some girl on
JK@twitter.com.
Facebook in Seattle who might listen to this show who you asked out on a date?
No,
I've
I
always
I
wanted
remember
to
that.
ask you about that.
don't remember anything about that.
I never
Yes, you
asked
did.
you specifically. What did you like? I thought it would be too asshole to ask you. Like,
She was really into you too, right?
I think he asked her out too. He was like, "I'm totally
Yeah,
gonna
you
ask
did.
out this chick." And then like the next day, he's like, "I asked her out. She shot me down." I never wanted to ask, "What specifically did you say?" Like, I just want to know how you went about that.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Because you talk about your lack of confidence, but you asked a girl out, be it on
Manned up for that
Facebook.
one, man.
Wait, did you ask her out via Facebook?
Yeah.
Interestingly, I have no recollection of this whatsoever.
None
I'm
at
sorry I
all?
have to let everybody down.
What?
No.
Way to try to bail out.
No. Here's what happened.
You don't have to talk about it.
But you should.
Shut up.
We can change the subject.
After your 4-minute preface. I'm trying to remember exactly how it started, guys.
She
was a
commented
girl.
on some of your posts, right?
She's
Yeah,
a sketch comedy actress.
she came up as some kind of mutual friend
yeah,
on
she's
Facebook.
part of that stranger profile thing. Sorry.
Guys,
I
we'll
didn't mean
get to it.
steamroll you.
Let's start at the beginning. Jesus Christ.
Let's calm down, guys.
Jeff, you're on my side,
How does
right?
it feel?
Oh,
This is
we'll
not a
get through
Christopher
this.
Nolan movie, guys. We start at the beginning.
Yeah. But I brought my Polaroids. Come on.
That joke felt really long to me, PJ. That memento piece just then.
I get lessons.
Watch it again, you'll get more out of it.
So, yeah. So how did you?
I think she was a.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Was
Did you like her?
When I answered yes, I meant PJ can ask a question.
Circle one.
Even though you're looking at me, you're like, yeah, go ahead.
Even though I accepted your proposal, PJ, what do you have to say? Jesus.
I got a little
Jesus.
joke about did you like her? That's what I got.
Oh, jeez. I had a serious, actual question.
Did you send her an email that said check this box? Mark me as spam if
Right.
no.
You sent her a little flash app animation.
Did you send her a
It's like,
Facebook hug?
Did you poke her?
I may have poked her. So.
Don't. Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't even know what that
No, my
does.
question is, were you friends before this happened?
No, I've never
So
met
she
her.
just found your profile somehow.
No.
You found hers?
She came up as a mutual friend. I thought she looked cute,
Oh,
and I
so-
friended her. Saw
okay.
that she was local.
Who was she friends
boy.
with?
So you made the
PJ,
first
shut
move.
up.
I'm just saying. I don't friend request anybody. I let them come to me.
So you made the first move. The first pathetic move.
Yeah.
Facebook move.
What's so pathetic about? Hey, maybe we do have a
No,
mutual
I'm just
friend.
kidding, man.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Maybe I
And
met
who
her
was
at a
the
party.
mutual
Yeah, who
I'm
was
no
the
one to
mutual
talk.
friend?
There's
Some other girl you thought was cute and tried to hit on once.
If accepting a friend request, if sending a friend request is hitting on somebody.
Okay, but she did accept it, and she liked you. Didn't she thumbs up some of your
It
statuses?
took a little while. I got a few thumbs ups.
You warmed up to her eventually. though.
My
Or
Twitter
she-
my Twitter feed of course connects to my Facebook. I'm that asshole that Jeff referred to earlier.
Oh, wait, what's
yes,
Twitter?
you're that fucker.
We talk about that for a while.
Fuck you.
Speaking of Twitter, I like to talk about Twitter any time of day, but especially in the late afternoon. Ask me anything. Sorry.
You're talking about that chick that you tried to ask out on Facebook, and she thought you were.
So you sent her a friend request. She reciprocated.
She liked some of my shit that got posted. It was all from Twitter.
She gave you some thumbs up.
She gave me some thumbs ups.
Okay.
And then
She liked it.
yeah, and then she sent me a message. She's
that a
the
verb
first
now?
to send a message, right? And she asked what my deal was.
Like it
And
came
so-
into your inbox.
Did she say, "What's your deal?"
Yeah, I think that may have been her exact words.
Wow.
Isn't liking always been a verb? though.
Oh, right.
Like, I like that. Isn't that a verb?
God damn it, Jeff.
Hey, man,
Never mind.
I'm trying to focus here.
I'm shooting for accuracy here.
Anyway,
So she likes some of your stuff.
Yeah, and
your
she's
junk,
like, "What's your story?" Blah blah blah.
your stupid personal junk.
And she dug it. The first one she ever thumbs up had to do with referencing a cock that is huge and possibly mine. So I know what she's in it for, right? So I thought I was in.
I think you know what she's in it for. And here started the decline. Let's see. Let's compare.
Oh yeah, there's a twist ending to this that I haven't told you guys yet.
Well,
Is
thanks
that?
for bringing up the twist.
I was just kidding. Anyway,
That really helps the
The
twist's
joke is
impact.
I thought your
so
cock
you
was
bring it
dead.
up.
the
All
twist
the time.
is
The twist in the cock, right?
anyway. Like I jerked out to her
You
photo like
twisted your
maybe 3
cock?
times.
Fusili cock, that's what they call
You
them.
twisted your cock trying to mess
Hey,
with her?
Fusili cock, get over here.
You silly.
Mamma mia.
Ay, ay, ay.
PJ stereotype.
do with this facility cock?
It's me, Mario.
Princess Toadstool.
Oh, God. No.
Anyway, I blew it big time because I got drunk and I was really confident for some reason. But it was still only over Facebook. I am.
so
at
you
like
laid it all out.
12:30.
Well, what exactly did you say?
All I
That's what
said
wanna-
was,
You didn't really blow it big time.
yes, I did.
No, he didn't.
She's got a boyfriend now. She's still my Facebook friend.
Wow.
He's got a beard.
Oh,
She covered his
boy.
fat. If I could grow a beard, she wouldn't even know. That's why.
You jerk
If I
off
had-
to that thumbnail picture?
I have to squint so I don't see the boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
a boyfriend.
it's not even a story.
Put
It's
some
not worth
Rogaine
bringing
on
up.
your
My
face and you can
humiliation.
do the boyfriend.
Right.
All I asked was,
Rogaine aftershave. There you go.
OMG,
I think you should write to them. PJ, you might have an idea there. Dear sirs, I believe you should develop and market a new product.
Let us
Rogaine
grow some
aftershave.
facial hair.
Rogaine aftershave.
By boyfriend.
So you said,
For-
my name is Nick. I'm 27, male, Seattle, Washington.
prepare today.
Do you still do that?
No.
Like
what?
AOL style?
Yeah, I asked for their age, sex, location immediately.
15F. ASL.
Oh, guys, to live in 1995 again.
Quit stalling. What did you say to her?
It's nothing bad. All I said is we should hang out sometime.
And what did she say to
then
you?
she said, I think it's weird to meet people off of the internet.
Oh, that is harsh.
Did you zip up at that point?
Yep, then I was done
Wow.
with her. I have not thumbed up a single funny thing she said since.
Has she you?
No.
I'm sorry.
Awkward.
We should hang out sometimes. Did you say, hey, I feel like we're hilarious together? Don't you think we'd make a good
Oh, is that
couple?
what I should have said?
Why?
I'm asking
Yeah.
what
Let's
you
make each
said.
other laugh.
I told you exactly what I said. That's it. We should hang out sometime.
I believe you jumped the gun a little there.
Yeah, really. Like I see.
And that's a little.
She said, what's your deal? And you said, we should hang out sometime.
If nothing else,
She didn't
it
say, "What's
saved
your
you
deal?"
A bunch of waiting
You said
around
that.
time and being anxious or whatever.
I'm
right?
sorry, Sam. When you don't speak into the microphone.
He's directly into it.
No, Nick, that's basically like saying, like, yeah, so you got a boyfriend and can I fuck you anyway?
So what's your deal? Right?
Like,
Am I right?
what's the deal?
Okay, so, Jeff, then what is the proper tactic?
I don't
Wait.
know. Yeah, well, in this case, you obviously went a little.
We'd had like a. Did I mention the 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. email exchange that we'd had previously?
No, you didn't mention anything. You just jumped to the end.
Backstory.
I
Nick,
wanted
for
to be
fuck's
done
sake.
with.
You
Come
jumped
on.
right to
just-
the twist.
I'm just saying she initiated an email chain that kept going for a little while, and that's why I thought I was ultra confident about the whole thing. Like, she was asking me personal questions.
Look, in all honesty, I think you did the right thing because
No, I think
Sam's the one that steered me wrong, by the way. It
What?
was
How the
your
fuck
advice
did I steer
took.
you wrong?
It was your advice that I took.
well, you're not a little kid. You don't need to like wait. Does she like me? Doesn't she like me? I don't know. Does she?
you're supposed to be his love coach, though. By the way, how'd that
It's
go?
called
go?
Wingman. Why do you
Last
call it
time it
love
was like 3 months. I'm gonna have
That's
him
pretty
laid.
much just turning into us sitting around talking about movies and shit like that.
Nice.
And I never
Fun.
said I would
Safe
have him
territory.
laid, because I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I would not be here recording a podcast right now.
How dare you?
Oh, sorry.
Would you tell her about yourself, Nick? You're like, I'm an unemployed podcast host.
I don't think I mentioned the podcast.
That's good.
But you could see it on my fucking Facebook, probably.
right, right.
I'm linked to it. But No, I just, told her I like pets. Geography.
Like a
a lot of things I'm good
like
at.
a turtle.
Into exotic pets.
I can't wait to get the Beatles rock band. Things like that.
What about Kanye? What a crazy guy. Like,
Oh, man. The rest of the episode is devoted to Kanye jokes. I start.
I'm thinking about how
I think we're done.
pathetic the first
Yeah.
Leno show was with Kanye
I
West
think
on it.
they've all been
Anyone watched that Leno show?
I haven't seen any of Leno.
I haven't stooped to watching Leno yet.
His first one was with Kanye West, and the questions were so rehearsed. And
Oh, no,
Kanye
I
West
saw that
crying.
clip, yeah.
Like, why would Jay Leno ask out of nowhere?
He didn't.
What would your mother think about this? Like, you wouldn't just bring up a dead guy's mother. You know what I mean? It was so obviously scripted and planned out, and then he cries.
A dead guy's mother?
Let me tell you about my mother.
Yeah,
Kanye.
West.
Oh.
What?
But he's not dead. What are you talking about?
No, his mother's dead.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, you said a dead guy's mother.
Yeah.
That's a little different than a mother who's dead.
You're talking about some dead mother to a
That's
guy.
true.
Yeah,
who's
some
one-
guy's dead mother.
Not to
But,
mention, he's one bad mother, so you never know what he's
So
gonna
he
do.
cried? Kanye cried on the Jay Leno
yeah, he
show?
put his hand in
He
his
didn't
face.
officially
and-
cry.
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's all silly. It's all been covered, guys. I'm sick of it.
Fuck that. It's a distraction.
I'm just saying if anybody's got some jokes.
Thumbs
Sam?
down on Leno.
No, I haven't even seen the clip of him taking the microphone away
Yeah,
from him.
me
It
neither.
was
I've
Taylor
heard the
Swift,
the
right?
quote,
Wait, was it Taylor Swift or the other one?
Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift.
Okay.
She's all country, isn't she?
Cut it out.
She's faux country. She's like pop country.
I haven't seen it. What does he do? I don't really give a fuck.
I think
I don't think anybody needs to hear this anymore.
Yeah, this is
We're
kind of
saturated.
Yeah.
man, I feel like a woman.
Kind of look like one too, right?
I will say I jerked off, just to continue the conversation, I will say I jerked off to that video before.
Of Kanye West taking the
No,
microphone away.
Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman. That's my admission. There's one scene where she's wearing a bustier.
He's like,
and
oh, I
she's
owe you
looking-
guys something.
She's wearing like a bustier, and she's looking into the camera and she's breathing heavily.
Can you
God.
see any?
What?
Oh, man. If
I
we're-
used to watch MTV for an hour waiting for that
How old
video
were
to
you
show
when you
up.
did this?
Oh, I don't know, 19 and a half.
Really?
It's married.
the hotel.
No, whenever
married.
whenever that song was out, I was 14 or something.
Man, I jerked off to some music videos, too.
Oh, me
So
too.
did I.
Jeff, no?
No.
You should-
Never?
Never.
Are you giving me a
No.
fucking...
What's the weirdest thing? I want to know.
No. We
We've covered this
every time.
material.
I want to know what
already.
music video Sam
I'm not
jerked off
going-
to at least, and I definitely want to know what music videos you jerked off to.
Oh, I've jerked off to a bunch.
Maybe we were on the couches
Really?
across the living room.
Yeah, never?
Jerk off talk?
Gross.
I remember
We're going to have jerk off talk
Janet
again?
Jackson one.
Jeff,
Come
it's,
on.
It's something about your presence.
I
just makes
I
me wanna
really don't
jerk
want
off.
to take part
Here,
in
are you
that.
going to blog about the
Circle around, guys. Come on.
No, not if we're good doing jerk off talk.
Well, come up with a pseudonym then. Take on a different voice. Jeff's got to go, everybody. We're going to talk about jerk off just for a minute.
Hey guys, Robert just walked in.
Robert.
So,
Rowdy
Sam,
Robert.
Jeff was offended by our question, but have you ever jerked off to a music video?
Yeah.
Name 3.
Well, I don't know if I've jerked off to 3.
Every Britney Spears video.
There's 3
no,
Aerosmith
that
videos
came
alone
way
that I
later
jerked off
than my
What,
jerking
toxic?
off to music video time.
to. We'll get to it.
I think it was like I'm sure there was a Courtney Love video involved, like a whole video or something.
I think I jerked off to Hole before, too.
What?
Swear to
And,
God.
That's questionable.
I think a Madonna
I know,
video
right?
as well.
Courtney Love was never attractive. I was hard up, man.
But she always had really big tits, though.
You can just.
I liked her legs, guys. That's what I was into.
No,
at
man,
14
they
years
look
old.
like fucking chickens.
I may have jerked off to her in The People versus Larry Flint when they were dragging her OD'd body out of the pool naked.
Good God.
I don't get into that junky look, like that kind of shit.
So
I
you
like
don't-
a girl who's a little damaged looking.
I'm
you
into
know,
a
like that's-
cadaver.
What about Fiona Apple circa her first album?
Yeah.
Well, she's pretty.
She had those
She was
white
like
girls.
super
Pretty good
heroin
looking.
skinny, dude.
God.
Yeah, see, I don't like
I
super
thought it was.
skinny.
I don't usually either, but
But-
there was one of her video. I skipped Sam. I jerked off to that too.
Nice.
When she's in her underwear and she's sitting on the
what?
kitchen
What?
counter.
Okay, so we got one for.
I'm going to tell you the ones I looked forward to, which was
Anything involving Alicia Silverstone to answer
no,
your question.
no.
The chick dressed up as a bee?
All right, wait. I'm getting these down. Whole, we got for Sam.
Yep.
Nick,
I can't
you had
help it.
a Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple.
Early Fiona Apple.
Yep.
When she was really skinny.
Yep.
Okay. And then PJ. what's
Well, I
yours?
already mentioned the first one I mentioned, which was what?
I don't know.
In Vogue. It was in Vogue.
Shania Twain.
Shania
Oh,
Twain.
no,
that-
that's
right.
Bruce
There was
Lee.
that
Gotcha,
one.
yeah.
The second one is Britney Spears. All of them, but specifically,
All of them.
but specifically
In summary.
crazy.
No, that was Alicia Silverstone.
No, you're thinking of she did one.
Aerosmith's Crazy. That's different.
Maybe it was called Drive. It was from the movie Drive Me
that song.
Crazy. But I think the song was just crazy.
I wasn't
Didn't
even
that
watching
come out-
MTV when
wait.
Britney Spears was around.
Yeah, seriously. Wasn't that just
You
a
were
few years
married.
ago?
I was not. What are you talking about? No, we lived at the house, definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen a Britney Spears video.
I saw the one where she was the schoolgirl. The
I
orig-
did too.
The original one.
I've been forced to
What
watch
is that
her
song
videos
called?
a couple times.
Hit me,
Are we doing
baby,
this?
baby, one more time.
Are we going around the room, Jeff? Any more?
I don't have any. At
I got
all.
lots
anymore.
more.
I don't
Joe
have any.
Crow, I did it too a couple times. Why not?
You
I swear to
continue
God.
to
You were
Gwen
always
Stefani,
I don't know what you guys
Salt
are doing.
and Peppa.
I got
Beating
Janet
off to
Jackson.
music videos.
Definitely
when
a
there's perfectly
Spice
good
Girls.
anime to beat off to. I mean, you guys must be desperate.
Mike husband, Mike.
Fucking VH1,
My husband-
like whacking it to VH1.
Mike husband,
I'm
who,
sorry,
Eureka,
Jeff.
man.
who is my
It
cousin
is
that I'm
Cusman?
married. My cousin once
Cubsman?
completely rubbed his cock right in front of me when I had a Friday the 13th comic book and there was like a girl's boobs in it.
What?
He rubbed his cock right in front of me.
Who is this?
What do you mean, rubbed his cock right in front of you? He started beating off?
No, like in front of his pants. He
Like
just
he gave it a swipe or something?
like
He was
like
dry rubbing himself.
I imagine it was like, oh my god,
That's
this
a
is
dry
painful.
rub, you know.
Can't help
just
but
like
make
in
it feel
barbecue.
good.
Who is this?
Our cousin.
Was he staring
Should I
at
say
you
who it
as he
was?
did this?
We'll
It's-
bleep it.
It's the cousin we're trying to get for episode 70.
Oh.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Mercy. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do?